Happy Monday. Thank you for dialing us up again.
Well, that was less than enthusiastic. You're usually way more upbeat than that. I feel like I'm the one that comes in here. There you go.
Eat me, Jeff. I mean, I'm just trying to do a radio show here. I don't know why you're getting all nasty with me.
Eat me? We're going down that road now, huh?
I'm sorry.
Jeez.
I'm sorry. No, I'm good. I'm just I'm fired up about this anthem thing that's got me fired up.
Oh, okay.
And it's Monday. The Colts take it L. I don't know what team of futility wins tonight between Bengals and Steelers.
Yeah.
Baseball's over. Joe Madden's gone from the Cubs. I got plenty to be gripey about. And you're over here in your salmon coral shorts trying to school me.
I'm trying to sport a little orange and black today. Can you see that?
Yeah, a little. All right, let's do a little radio. Nice little mashup there.
Now, back to the Wake Up Call with Phil Quinn. Brought to you by Phillips Drugs on...
It is 6:45 here on your Wake Up Call. Jeff says I'm grumpy. Says I wasn't very, happy when we started going Facebook Live about 2 minutes ago. He said I was in the mood. I'm not going to say what I said in the studio.
I'm not either.
Okay, but I'm grumpy because I'm looking at the weather forecast, and it's going to be a high of 91 today, and by Friday, the high is 69.
Yeah.
I mean, we're 3 weeks away from winter. You know what I mean? I predicted earlier this year that the first snow we would get would be November the 5th.
Well,
And that's closer rather than farther away.
that's good now.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
how was your weekend, okay?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Miami played well.
Uh-huh.
They didn't win, though, right?
Yeah, they got the win.
Did they get the win?
Yep.
Okay, all right. Well, I guess you'll give us some news, and then I know I'm going to be griping about Anthem here, so I'll just wait.
All right.
And maybe semis, too.
All right. Well, let's start with the semi.
Okay.
That had come up back in July, and what we're talking about is a proposal that would keep people from parking semis in residential driveways inside Richmond. Some people like the idea, some people don't, as you might expect. It was a pretty lukewarm reception from council when it was discussed back in July, but it went to the Plan Commission. The Plan Commission now has given a unanimous recommendation that ban be passed, and so now it's going to go back in front of council a week from tonight.
I don't know. I mean, what's the real beef? That they're just big, you can't see around them, they're parking on the street? I mean, what's the deal?
They often run a lot in driveways, which the people who live close to them hear them constantly. Okay. And a lot of those same people will say that it detracts from the value of their properties. People don't want to look at semis parked in driveways when they're at home. And I don't know, I get that. I can definitely see that side of it.
Yeah.
But there are also going to be people who say it's my property, I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to
Well, to a certain degree, you can do what you want, but then there's other things you can't do on your property without breaking the law. If you owned a semi, what's your recourse? Your recourse is to park it somewhere, like at a storage facility or something, then go get it? I mean, that sounds... I don't know.
Well, there's places they can park, Walmart, Love's, places like that, and one argument will be a lot of other people drive to work, and so by driving to your semi, you are in a sense driving to work.
Well, then do we need a public lot to store your semi?
I don't know.
And that doesn't make it very safe. I mean, you're going to need to have security on there and stuff.
Yeah, I can see this one getting pretty nasty, though. I really can.
Great, just before the election. Yee.
All right, let's talk about the other thing that you want to discuss and that we'll be discussing later this morning, and that is Reed Health's notification by Anthem that they will not be including two Connorsville facilities in existing contracts. What that means is that a number of people who have Anthem insurance are considered out of network for Reed and Connorsville.
So here's my beef with that. I saw the email, and I talked about it Friday night. I don't know. I had a cocktail and sitting there, and I get this email, and I'm like, what? Because, nobody in Fayette County said, they didn't ask for Reed to take over Fayette, and Fayette obviously wasn't ran well. There were problems with, getting reimbursement rates and stuff. And then Reed's not asking for anything different than what their current contract is. So you can't tell me that the people that live in Connersville are less healthy than the people that live in Wayne County. I mean, it's basically all the same. And for Anthem to say, no, we're just not going to do that, and again, on their prospectus, celebrating record profits again, you can't tell me that you're not, you can't tell me you're the company that you say you are for those employers that offer Blue Cross Blue Shield. I mean, if Reed said, yeah, we're going to charge you more because it's in Fayette County, and we're asking for a higher reimbursement rate, fine. But that's not what they're asking. They're just saying, hey, keep it the same. We had to take over these properties and these facilities. I mean, I get it. Reed's the only thing in town. And I'm going to ask Craig about that, too. I mean, there's the good and the bad with being the only healthcare provider in town. And if Humana and Aetna and United and Encore all said, yeah, we'll extend that reimbursement rate, we'll negotiate a new price next year, then that's fine. I mean, I don't understand why Anthem's sitting out there. And I think if you're an employer and you have employees that live in where Fayette County would be the first place for them to go, some emergency services may be out of pocket too and out of network. That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to fix that problem. Anthem's got to step up to there. And I think employers, whatever your issues are with Reed, you may have your story about Reed and whatever, but this is an easy one to fix.
Yeah, you would think. It'll be interesting to know. I don't know if Craig will have a specific number of people who are affected by that, but I bet it's a big number.
Yeah.
So we'll see about that one. While we're talking about Fayette County and Reed Health, quickly, there is the proposal is to reinstate needle exchange in Fayette County. It went away when the conversion from Fayette Regional Health System to Reed was taking place. They're working to get that reinstated. They heard from experts who touted the benefits of it. We've talked in the past about how one of the main benefits is saving costs for the county when they have to treat infected inmates. That was one of them. Another point that I hadn't heard before, but that does make sense, is that it's much safer for law enforcement officers who might be patting somebody down. That an exchange needle is much more likely to be clean than one that's been passed around multiple times. But there are also still a lot of people who don't like needle exchange, and one of them is Wayne County's prosecutor, Mike Shipman.
Yep.
Boy, I saw something coming into work this morning that I didn't like. Didn't like it at all, Phil Quinn.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, coming in on 70 westbound.
Concrete blocks.
Concrete barrier.
It was slow all weekend.
Yeah, not the orange barrels, but the actual barricades that mean that it's going to be there for quite a while, a couple of months actually. And you're right, there were multiple backups. It kind of starts just to the west of Chester Boulevard, and it continues on a little bit west of the Williamsburg Pike overpass. So that's all it takes to create big backups, and it certainly did this weekend, and likely will for at least a couple months.
Man,
yeah.
I don't know. We asked this question of the day a while ago. I'm just not a fan of driving on the interstate right now. I mean, it's just, there's still too many problems, and now it's slow. You don't know. If you said, I've got a meeting in Indianapolis at 10 o'clock, you have to leave at 7:30 just to make sure you get there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dumb.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be the interstate. We're supposed to be able to go fast. No fast.
Yep. All right, and we'll end with this one. We've talked about burn bans, and we've had some reports now in the last 5 days. Union, Fayette, Franklin counties have all had incidents of ditch fires, and this just points out how dry it is. People are throwing lit cigarettes from car windows, as they often do,
Yep.
but it's dry enough that it's actually catching grass and leaves in these ditches on fire, and it's prompting firefighter responses. So they say, don't do that.
Yeah. You're a fiscal guy, frugal, I should say. You're a frugal guy. So our question of the day: what's your money-saving tip? What's your key?
I've actually got two.
All right.
And here's a quick one. One is avoid credit card debt at all cost. At
Okay.
all cost.
All right.
Use a credit card, but pay it off.
Yeah. Okay. I put that
don't-
down.
Yeah. And here's the other one. This is the really big one. This is what I preach to my daughter and every younger person that I ever come into contact with: start saving early.
Okay. Yeah.
And here's what I mean. Here's an example. Let's say that a person who's who's 20 years old starts saving $100 a month. Another person starts saving $100 a month at age 40. They both make the same rate. Let's say it's 12%. Let's say it's really good. They're in some aggressive mutual fund. They're getting a great return. The person who starts at age 40 will have accumulated $237,000 by the time they're ready to retire. The person who started at age 20,
Yeah.
over $1.7 million.
So just that 20-year difference
Yeah,
makes it $1 million.
because of the value of compound interest. Yeah,
Wow.
there you go.
Those are very good money-saving tips, Jeff Lane. Certainly appreciate it. Very good. Hey, thank you. Appreciate it.
We'll see ya.
We are testing speaker separation here.
Nicely done. Got to save early, kids. Save early. All right, thanks. We had lots of people on today. Certainly appreciate it. Oh, my goodness. All these people here. He says, hide the money from the wife. No. No, Terry. We're No. Coming up, Craig Kenyon, about 8:45 or so, is going to be in studio with us. We'll talk to him about this whole thing with Anthem. And as I was talking about it on my Facebook page, of course, you're allowed to complain about your healthcare services. But it's misplaced with this particular issue. This issue is about people, through no fault of their own, not being able to get coverage for services if they need it. It's pretty serious stuff. So we're going to fix that, we hope, with your input. And we'll see you at 8:45, if not before. And join us on the radio. We're here all morning.